Hey friends, I'm Parrihoff, and welcome to the Parrihoff Collective, where therapy, wellness, and creativity come together to help you write your own story. Hey friends, and welcome back to Therapy Thursday with the Parrihoff Project, helping you write your own story. So today the question is, to therapy or not to therapy? Because a lot of people are asking themselves, do I actually need therapy? Is what I'm dealing with serious enough? Shouldn't I just push through? Can I just pray about it? Am I overreacting? So many other people have way more difficult problems. And honestly, those are fair questions. So today, I want to have a real conversation about when therapy might be helpful, what to expect, common myths about therapy, and how to determine what type of support may actually fit your needs. First things first, therapy is not just for people in crisis. A lot of people think if I'm not falling apart, then I don't need help. And that's not necessarily true. Sometimes therapy becomes helpful when your emotions, stress, anxiety, trauma, grief, or life circumstances start interfering with your ability to function in everyday life. And that can look like missing work, struggling to get out of the bed, neglecting hygiene, forgetfulness, isolating yourself, feeling emotionally exhausted all the time, having no energy for simple things, having crying spells, feeling overwhelmed by tasks you could normally manage. And sometimes it's not even dramatic. Sometimes you just realize, I don't feel like myself anymore. And I think one thing that's important to say is that therapy is not weakness, it's not failure, it's not punishment. It is simply a tool. It's support. It's a place to process, heal, learn coping skills, recognize patterns, and understand yourself better. Now, here's another important part. Therapy is not one size fits all. Not every therapist is for every person, and that's okay. Do your research. Look at credentials, specialties, experience, reviews, approaches, values, and areas of expertise, because you're trusting someone with vulnerable parts of your life. And there are differences between the types of support that you can receive. There's Christian counseling, biblical counseling, life coaching, and licensed mental health professionals, and those are not all the same thing. For example, a life coach may focus more on goals, accountability, motivation, and personal development. Biblical counseling typically focuses on scripture and spiritual guidance. Christian counseling may integrate both faith and clinical concepts together. And licensed professional counselors such as LPCs, psychologists, therapists, clinical social workers, and marriage and family therapists have clinical training, ethical standards, continuing education requirements, and state board oversight. A licensed professional should have a license number, ethical guidelines, professional accountability, and formal education and training requirements. And that matters especially when dealing with trauma, depression, abuse, severe anxiety, suicidal thoughts, or serious emotional distress. Let me say this too. A Christian counselor can absolutely counsel someone who is agnostic, atheist, questioning, or from another faith background. A good counselor understands how to meet people where they are. The goal is not what sounds impressive. The goal is what support actually fits what I need right now. So, what should you expect from a licensed therapist? So here's what you can expect from therapy, because I think some people expect therapy to look like television, where you come in and lay on the couch and just reveal everything. But real therapy typically looks different. A licensed therapist is not there to control your life, to fix you, judge you, or to tell you exactly what to do. Their role is to help you process, gain insight, teach coping skills, identify patterns, support emotional growth, and provide a safe, ethical space for healing. And honestly, your first session may feel more structured than emotional. A therapist may ask questions about your background, symptoms, stressors, family history, relationships, goals, or current concerns. It doesn't mean that they're being nosy or trying to get up all in your business. They're gathering information to understand how to support you appropriately. And one more important thing. Therapy is not magic. You still have to participate in your healing. A therapist can only treat what you present. Your therapist cannot make your decisions for you, do the work for you, or change your life outside the session. Therapy works best when there's honesty, openness, consistency, accountability, and effort. All right, so some common myths about therapy. We want to clear some of that up. Number 1, therapy is only for crazy people. Absolutely not. Therapy can help with a number of things: stress, grief, burnout, anxiety, trauma, communication, relationships, and emotional regulation, and life transitions. You do not have to be in crisis to deserve support. Myth number 2. My therapist is going to judge me. Okay, guys, our job is literally to listen and not judge. A good therapist is there to create a non-judgmental space. That doesn't mean they'll agree with everything, but therapy should feel supportive, respectful, and emotionally safe. Myth number 3. Therapy means you're weak. Honestly, sometimes therapy requires more courage than pretending you're okay. Myth number 4. My therapist will tell me exactly what to do. Usually, no. The therapist is there to offer perspective, coping skills, tools, insight, and feedback. But ethical therapy is about helping you make informed decisions, not controlling your life. Myth number 5. If I pray, I shouldn't need therapy. Faith and therapy are not enemies. Prayer is incredibly powerful. And support, wisdom, and accountability and clinical care can also be valuable. One more thing. If you try therapy once and the fit feels wrong, that does not mean that therapy is automatically bad. Sometimes it means that therapist was not the right fit for you. And that's okay. That's okay. You are allowed to advocate for yourself in the healing process. And at the end of the day, therapy is not about becoming a different person. It's about understanding yourself better, healing what's unresolved, and learning healthier ways to function, cope, and live. And sometimes the bravest thing you can admit is, I need support. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. And just a reminder that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So next week, we'll be discussing mental health and the church. You definitely don't want to miss it. This has been Parrihoff with the Parrihoff Project, reminding you that you always have the power to write your own story. Ta for now.